the amount of white dudes with Thai women that are waiting to board international flights, it's an absurdity. It is crazy. Like, half of the couples in this airport right now are beautiful Thai women with super basic white dudes.
So let's be.
What you guys are looking at is the beginning stages of hitting the wall. See, this is what I call the bitterness stage. When you look out into a crowd and see your potential suitors, but those potential suitors are not interested in you. Not only do these potential suitors hold the key to relationships, but they're actually already in relationships with options that are not as bitter, younger, and more attractive than you. Oftentimes, these moments will result into crying oneself to sleep at night. Your rant exudes jealousy, ma'am. Stop trying to berate these average or these basic men, because to me, these sound like smart men that found great options.
How far does 1,000 pesos in the Philippines go? I'm gonna find out.
First things first, got some movie tickets.
In America, you'll never see this. The movie theater comes with free popcorn.
Got himself a nice little baddie out there.
We saw that new Spider-Man movie, so good, and then we got an insane amount of food for the price. I tried Halo Halo for the first time, it slapped. Here's how many tokens you get at the arcade for less than $2. Karaoke is like 2 tokens, games are like 1 token, it's insane. We could have spent all day here if we wanted to. And that's a pretty good date for 18 bucks. Now, a lot of Western women are upset in my comments saying,
wait a minute, I would be embarrassed to only admit I only spent $13 on a date and happy about it no matter what country I'm in. Ooh, the bitterness. Ooh, the jealousy. It is disgusting. Why would you be embarrassed? If the cost to live in another country is lower, and you're bragging about, yo, you don't have to do it in America the way that the capitalistic society taught you that you needed to do. They make you feel undermanned unless you can do all these exorbitant, expensive shit. So you go to somewhere else that exists on Earth and you get a lot more value for way less money. Oh no, I would be ashamed to be admitting this publicly. Give me a break. Sign language. The need to be right and guilt runs deep within you.
that I'm broke or that it's embarrassing.
Hold up, I'll be embarrassed if I... Okay, wait, that's a different one. Cheap ass. I would love to go on a $10 date to eat alligator and play with pythons. Not. What? This is pathetic. You're really clutching at straws here.
I'm not spending enough. These countries are beautiful. You don't have to spend a lot of money. I think that exposes a toxic part of Western dating.
Oh, it's super toxic. Seriously? Cheap bastards. I would be pissed if I got on TikTok to find a man budgeting $10 on a date for a video. Yo, this is insane. Comments like this continue to prove why modern men today are going abroad. These women look at their experience on a date as, ooh, girl, tell me, how much money do you think that he spent? Oh, he took you to Roof Chris. Oh, and then you had a drink too and a date. Little calculators going off in their modern woman head. And if you're not spending over a certain threshold, then they disrespect you? Huh? It's crazy to me that these marketers have these modern women today just completely wrapped around their materialistic finger. Let's keep going.
Culture where the amount of money spent on the date is the value of the date or the value of the man. Where in asking a question, how much should you spend on a first date, is actually confusing to some girls in these cultures.
People are curious what's it like to date in the Philippines. What do you think is like a good amount to spend on a first date?
I don't think the amount matters. It's
Hello.
just, how you project yourself.
Is this thing on? Hey modern men in the West. Are you struggling in dating in the West? This guy's experience in the Philippines is not weird at all. One of my best friends has been to the Philippines and reports back this type of dynamic. I've been to Thailand and I report back this type of dynamic. If the women that you have access to give no reprieve to the double standards within our culture, if they're absorbed in social media, if they're absorbed in materialism, then stop dating them. Save that money and go abroad. Thank me later.
My fiance didn't want to cook for me, so I called her mom.
¿Dónde está esta niña? Ahí está, acostada en el sofá. Está floja, no me quiere cenar. Tú dile.
¿Por qué estás acostada? Póngase a hacerle de cenar a su marido.
Right now, come on.
No me conteste para atrás, hágale cenar.
Come on. Let's go.
You're such a snitch.
Love you too.
Copyright music. It's impossible for women after 40 to find a boyfriend. I have no children, I cook delicious food, and I have a big house. Am I really that bad? We'll be 30 next year. No marriage, no child. I will always go to bed with tears. Oh. 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 Am turning 39. Not married, no child, not in a serious relationship. I'm hopeless. Please, please help me, God. All these strong and independent women on here. What's going on? At the age of 39, still single, no child, no house, no car. Dear Lord. I wonder how many of these women were posting videos just like the previous young woman, as if the consequences for their decisions are not real, but they are real when you hit that wall. Shout out to feminism. Oh, copyright. Shout out to feminism for continuing to create women like this, that we can have a conversation to more so inform other women what they're setting their lives up for. All right? There's absolutely a reason for this. I miss my dad. If my mom passes, I'd be an orphan. Divorce sucks. I'm officially the old aunt. My son is grown. Half my life is over. It's so crazy to me that they post all of these crying videos like this. Like, this is really embarrassing work. What's so interesting about these videos, because none of these women were like hideous or anything like that, is if you look into their DMs, I bet you there's it's men down up in there that's in the friend zone. But instead of opening your heart to some of these men that society has deemed as average, you're sitting here and crying on the internet. You should have realistic standards, and you should have made better decisions so that you would not have ended up this way. But see, that's how men typically handle situations like this. We're a lot more solution oriented. Meanwhile, all of your girls in your echo chambers will gather you all around and say, there's nothing wrong with you. You're beautiful inside and out. Just manifest. Take Sierra's prayer and pray so you can manifest a man that'll meet all of your delusional expectations, irrespective of all the decisions that you have made throughout your life to make you unmarriageable. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. MediocreTourismReviews@gmail.com. It's a sad world that we live in today, that men are not only ignored, they are not prioritized, but then also the modern women of today have been convinced at an early age that we don't matter, that we're not important, that you could just leave an 8-year relationship, go back home with your parents and just start anew because you can. Meanwhile, the options that you have at 23 are not the same options that you're going to have at 33. So the grass is not always greener on the other side, but you've been tricked, and it's sad to see. Until next time, YouTube.